The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Coming Ingram. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running with Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning, may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more.
Winston now to throw on. 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get him inside.
For the most part, this powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They stay on the ground. This time it's coming. Six yards left on 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Open man is hard. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here we go. Run left, run left. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Check the call, check the call.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it.
14. Check 15. Check 15. Mike, 53. 50. Hey, 0.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Undercrunch. Go, 14. One flip.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's put him on the buses.
Run left.
On 1st down, Carson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Deeper. 12. Under 10.
They run again with Carson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Winston to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. But they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Winston. And this one complete to Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Seattle. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Saints' 48-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 12-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Right there.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says, let's take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Winston. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Harris. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm
Here's Winston. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Quickly out wide to Eskridge. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down. It's Carson, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. He's coming. Double up. One left. One left.
To throw is Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And Myers able to knock it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3. First down, New Orleans.
Going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 6 yards there on the keeper and second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Ready? Blue ready. Check now. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go. 54. Right there.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To Ingram. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 9 yards that time.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Saints.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball.
On 2nd and 9. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Ready? Blue ready. 54 Mike. All ready? Come on, let's go. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Block 54.
A give to Kamara running right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Second down at 5. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Lutz puts this one through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Carson, the first down and more. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. 111 yards on the ground for him so far. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Now Wilson on first down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Here we go. Mike, number 0.
They'll try the left side. Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with, you have great vision. You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
On first down, it's Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second and 8 coming up.
Right there, 56. I got you. 25. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 1 4.
Here's Carson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
53, check 53. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Gun. Mike, 53, Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB. 19. Check. Fresno.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 154 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
53, check 53.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Check! Green 80! Check 53! I don't even know why this team showed up.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net. Gain of 1 there. Comes and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. After the sack on first down, Wilson, 13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Fights him off. Carson the first down and more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He only needed a few inches. He got that and then some.
It felt to me like his offensive line and teammates took that as a personal challenge. They knew the line of scrimmage would be stacked. Didn't matter how many bodies were in there. They just wanted to create a little bit of a sliver for him, and that's what they did, and he rumbled.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, 32 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Brooks just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler. 32 yards. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
14.
Now it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Let's go. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Mike 56.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, flush to his right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 21. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw, Bridgewater. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Ugo Amadi there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Bridgewater rolling to his right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with a back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams from 17 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. That's checked down to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. He's checking crack.
Bridgewater now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A 34-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Oh, heck yeah.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.